Thank you for joining us. So like Andy said, I'm Kelly. I'm one of the operations managers over here in Atlanta. I've probably talked to you before or helped you get to this process. What I'm going to go over is our MTA. If I can't stress anything to you about this, this is your bill of lading. This is your paycheck. It is very important that you understand how to do this. It's super important that you get it correct. So Maria, whenever you're ready, if you'll go ahead and share your screen. We're just going to show you exactly what your dispatch would look like. And then I'm going to talk about a couple of things that we want to make sure that we're doing correctly. While she's getting that ready, your login for this is your FedEx ID, and your password for this is the password that you created when you signed your safety information guide. Now, you'll notice on there that when you're trying to log in, it'll say reset password or unlock account. We don't do that. That is for FedEx employees. We're contracted, so we can't access it that way. We have a phone number that you can call. It is in the book, in the tractor, on the My Trip app page where you have the QR code where you can get this from. I can also send it to you. I can also send you the website itself. So they do call this an app, but it's not. It is a web page that you're going to save to your home screen so you can access it every day like an app. So if you have problems with signing in or you need to reset that password, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or Dustin or whoever your operations person is. Maria, go ahead. When you first get logged into this, you're going to type in your FedEx ID number. And then your password, of course. If it comes up to this page here, we're always going to hit the house. That's basically just refreshing it. And because we have it saved and it is a web page, we will have to refresh it sometimes. So it's okay if you see that. And then if you notice, they're doing an arrival here. They never arrived themselves. So the check-in screen was not lit up. So we're going to go ahead and type in our tractor number, hit continue for arrival. Now it's given the warning sign at the top that we always want to pay attention to. This says that the tractor may have been arrived by geofence, basically an automated arrival. That's great, no problem. We're going to hit the house again and refresh it. And then we're going to do begin new check-in. That's going to refresh the entire page to where you're now going to be able to do a new check-in. Now, whether this is at a terminal or a bump, it doesn't really matter either way. Just remember what your location number is that you're going to need. So we're always transportation service providers. Then we're going to type in our tractor number, our location, and it's going to come up with a warning to not operate the tractor while holding the phone. Then you're going to click view trailer location. It's lit up there for you. And when you see this, you can move the map around. You can zoom in and out of the map. This is actually the aerial view of 308. So once you're used to what those terminals and places look like, it'll be pretty easy for you to locate those trailers once you learn what that is. This only is one trailer for this trip. If there was two, you would see another block at the bottom and you'd be able to swipe back and forth. You would also see the bubbles that said bubble 1 and bubble 2. You'd be able to click on those as well to go back and forth between your trailers. Then once you go here, after you've found your trailer, you're then going to do begin inspection. There we go. Okay. So begin inspection. The next thing you're going to have to do is validate your seal number. That just means putting in your seal. If this comes up incorrect for whatever reason, it just says your seal can't be found. Your seal is incorrect. Please contact line haul office. You will have to contact the line haul office. This is their system. We don't have access to that, so we can't fix it. We will have to call into them. Sometimes they may have messed the number up, but just always double check that you put it in correctly first. Then it's going to ask you to go through all of your safety connections, all of your pre-trip stuff. You're going to do that. And then we're going to refresh it one more time just to make sure that FedEx didn't change anything while you were doing all of your hooking up and your pre-tripping. So we're going to dispatch. It goes through. If it ever doesn't go through, just make sure you're refreshing and start it again. Sometimes it'll time out. It should go through pretty quickly though. So we're going to refresh one more time just to make sure that once again, FedEx has not changed anything. They haven't changed your trailers or anything like that, they can do that. It does happen. So we want to make sure that we're double checking and refreshing. Now we're going to go to our current trip page, view trip and routing, and you're going to screenshot this page. So when Andy was talking about earlier about your MTA and your connections and the other app that we use, this is what we're talking about when we want a screenshot of your MTA. That's the page. It tells us everything on there, your driver, your co-driver, where you're going, your tractor, your dolly, everything. So right here, we're going to click on the destination right there. It's going to pop open and give you the coordinates. You can copy and paste that, the address or the coordinates, either or. Copy and paste that and put it into your maps. Once you do that, it's going to tell you exactly where you're going. This is our bump meet for Pontoon Beach, Illinois. And then they're going to go put that in their GPS and route themselves up there. So that is how you dispatch. Once you arrive, say again, Pontoon Beach, that's the example we're using here. Once you arrive there, you're going to do the arrival right there at the bottom of the screen. It may be set up as an auto arrival once you are at any kind of bump location. And that's just what the beginning of it was showing you as well. So make sure that you're always checking those, make sure they go through. If you ever have some kind of feeling to where you're just like, this doesn't look right, it's not going through right, there's some kind of issue, call line haul. You can always reach out to line haul and ask them to verify that they see your dispatch. Can you tell me where I am? Can you tell me where I'm going? What do you see? That way, you know for a fact that it's gone through, that your dispatch is exactly where it's supposed to be. When you get back to any terminal, you can also go inside the line haul office and ask them to print out a trip history sheet for you. That way, you can see it. It's in a grid form, and you'll be able to see if there's a gap pretty much instantly. Now, once you leave, especially your last thing that you drop off that dolly or that trailer, and somebody else takes that dolly for their next dispatch, if you did not arrive yourself, they're going to break that dispatch. You're not going to get paid for it because it did not arrive. So make sure, it is vitally, vitally important that you do the arrivals and the dispatches go through. It is technology. They can mess up. So please always double check yourself. There's several ways to be able to do that. Relying on line haul is one of them. Also, on fueling, we fuel at the terminal whenever possible, whichever terminal that may be for you. And outside of the terminal, we fuel at Pilot Flying J only. It cannot be the Mr. Fuels or the 19s or those out of network side pilots, things like that. It has to be the legit chain Pilot Flying J. So if you were on our Eric, Oklahoma route or anywhere in the Little Rock, Arkansas area or in the Memphis area, we typically don't fuel there, especially in Arkansas. They are known for fuel theft, so your card will be shut down if you fuel in that area. Please don't do that. If you're not certain, ask. The only question that's a bad question is the one that you didn't ask. So please always reach out to your operations manager if you're not certain.